All right. This is so cool. I love this.
There's like 50 million streams.
I know. We're like, I feel like I'm like on CNN. Hey, hey guys, how are you? Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And it's also International Women's Month and Day, so like this is the perfect opportunity to speak with Joelle Fontaine. Welcome to Critique Podcast. We are talking all things fashion, beauty, pop culture, everything in style. So I love that you guys tuned in, and I'm just so excited to speak with Joelle. She's a really, really, really great friend of mine, and we can go on all day about us. But today is about Joelle and her brand and what she's doing as a woman entrepreneur in the fashion industry. So I just want to just dive right in.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to dive right in.
Well,
Okay.
considering it is International Women's Day,
Yes.
I want to take a moment to actually honor you.
Oh my, really, Joelle?
Absolutely. So, you guys, I have known Taneshia for probably over 15 years.
Yeah.
I knew when you were at CWE trying to get your business together.
Yes.
It has been an amazing journey to see you
Yes.
flourish, the business flourish. She's been a huge supporter of Kreyol since day one.
Oh, yes.
And just a friend all around. And we have been talking about like probably for like 5 years.
At least. I was actually pregnant with Adriana, so she's 7 now. So 7 years.
Wow.
Tea and crumpets.
We've been talking about having tea and crumpets for 7 years, y'all. 7 years. And I don't exactly know what crumpets are.
I looked it up. Actually.
What is it?
It's almost like a biscuit. It's almost, and I was gonna make it. I was like, oh, I can make biscuits, but I was like, I don't have the time, and I didn't have time. So I was like, you know what? Donuts will do. Thank you to Dunkin' Donuts. You can, you can get some great glaze.
That's it. And I got some tea, so I wanted to toast to you.
Oh yes,
for
thank
the
you,
amazing
Joelle.
woman that you are, for always elevating women and supporting women. And I just appreciate the friend that you are.
Joelle, you're gonna make me cry. Are you trying to do this?
Yes.
Joelle, you have been amazing. You are such an amazing person. And this is why, especially today, I really wanted to honor you and just interview you and just like let everybody know because you're already very well known. And so for the people that may not know you, like the critique followers and other people that might be tuning in, I really just want them to know about your background and how you got started with fashion, like how you got started with the whole thing
So,
and who you are, really.
who I am.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I'm a mom. I'm a creator. I create all things. I make things beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
How I got started was completely by accident. I was a young mom. I got married at 20, had my son immediately afterwards, and I was home with him for about 3 years, just like, and you know me.
Yes.
I'm a busybody,
Mm-hmm.
so like I'm involved in everything. So for the 3 years, I was literally kind of like losing my mind.
Right.
With this
Oh yes.
baby.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But loved every minute of it. I was actually when I got married, I was actually in school for architecture. So I left school and just kind of devoted my time to just being a mom and a wife.
Wow.
And during that time, as I was trying to figure out, like I said, I'm an artist at heart, so I do pretty much everything. So I started to take clothes apart and put them back together. That's kind of like how I taught myself how to sew. And ironically enough, my mom always was trying to teach me how to sew when I was younger, but I never wanted to learn.
Really? Oh
Never
my
wanted to
God.
learn. But I think my son was maybe about 3 years old. I was at the time I had found my ex-husband's friend, Itacia Jordan, who's a photographer, amazing photographer. You guys look her up. She was actually named Essence Photographer of the Year last
Really?
year.
Wow.
Yep. For some of my followers who are on there, you guys caught our interview with the Red Sox Foundation in November. We both did an interview together. But Itacia and I started working together. She was a senior at Pine Manor. She was doing her thesis. Yep.
Wow.
And so we started kind of doing like, she would have an idea, and me being like the artist that I was, I would just come up with a look.
Wow.
And so I didn't know how to sew for real, for real.
Right. That's okay. Shoot. That's okay.
I had enough skill though. I had enough that I knew how to put puzzles together really well. So I started to, that's how I really started diving into fashion. So I think Isaiah was 3 and he had gone to preschool. preschool. When I went back to work,
Mm-hmm.
but at the time, my Tasha and I were traveling to New York all the time, doing these editorials, shooting all the time, and I got fired.
Oh my
Right?
God.
So
Not
literally,
fired.
I
Oh.
had just started working,
Oh. She said, and I got fired.
and I got
Wow.
fired.
Well, they're lost.
Absolutely, and actually, it was like the trajectory,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was like the thing that changed everything for me.
Yes.
Because I remember like walking out of there and thinking to myself, what am I gonna tell my husband? I just, like we
Sounds
just we just got this job.
sounds very similar to my story.
Okay, I'm like, what am I gonna say?
Yes.
And then I sit in the car. I sit in the car and I turn on the radio, and the first thing I hear is Jill Scott's Golden.
Wow.
And immediately I pick up my phone. I don't call my husband. I call Itasha. And the first thing, Itasha can tell you this, the first thing I say to her is, Itasha, we're moving to New York. And I kid you not, a month later, we were living in New York and I was working for my
Wait,
favorite
you were
private
living
school.
in New York? So
Yep,
you were like commuting back and forth between New
commuting
York
back
and
and forth.
Boston.
Yep,
That must have been a lot.
a lot, a lot. And
Oh
as
my
a mom,
God.
you can
Yeah,
imagine.
like I
Like,
how low was Isaiah then?
Isaiah was 3, 4,
Oh, okay,
3, 4
okay.
around there. It
Wow.
was
That's a
he
big
had just
commitment.
first, yeah, he had just first started going to preschool. So
Right. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, the sacrifices we make. Mm, that's another conversation.
it's a whole
Um,
other conversation.
but the
But
sacrifices we make though, like, and it's just all the things that you have done. It's like it's just paid off in such a big way. And I always tell like designers and people that I work with, like, if you just keep moving forward, you're gonna be rewarded. It's not gonna come overnight. There's a lot of hoops and fire rings that you might have to go through, but if you keep pushing and just keeping that in mind, like that goal in mind of what you really want to do, it will happen. And it's like really happening. It's been happening for you. I feel like I'm very biased because I am just such a huge fan of Joelle and like everything that she does. So for me, it's just like everything she does, I'm like, oh my God, that's just amazing. Like, what else is she gonna do now? Like, what? Like, this woman has done so much already in her career, and I know like you're just hitting the tip of the iceberg and everything that you've done and what you're doing, and with Bloomingdale's and being in Macy's and all these things, all the big opportunities. And we're in Boston, and there's not a whole lot of opportunity when it comes to fashion in Boston. So how has that like affected your business and like kind of how you've been able to kind of grow organically?
well, I think the major thing for me is knowing that, you know, sorry guys, but Boston is not my market.
Yeah. We're being real. We're
Let's
being
be for real.
yes.
Let's be for real.
Nothing is off. Yes, nothing is off the table. So yes.
Don't take it personal.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But I think I think it's also understanding that I think I've been through stages,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like when I first started, I was really all about the artistry. This is like for you guys who are inspiring designers who are listening, artists who are listening. It's just about figuring out the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
How to get that compromise and still not I guess not sell yourself short as an
Right.
artist, right? So like
Yeah.
when I first started, I was creating stuff that I really love, right? I was like, I love this stuff. This is beautiful. This can be in a museum, and I've been featured in museums all
Yes.
the time.
Yeah.
Right? And because, like I said, I'm an artist, so it's always about the haute couture. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, okay, well, who's buying this?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
we haven't gotten on Tracy Ellis Ross yet.
Right.
Yet, right? But
Mm-hmm.
so then it's also now it had to be, I had to graduate from being an artist
Mm-hmm.
to being a businesswoman,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
to understanding what actually sells, what the customer
Wants, right.
wants.
Yes.
So when I think of Boston, and I think that's kind of the space that we're in right now, especially with COVID.
Yeah.
I find we are changing a lot
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Because if you go into stores, all you see is stuff that's like comfy,
Yes.
stretch.
Yeah. And that's all I've been wearing. I know that. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that's all I've been wearing.
yes, it really is. Like, and then you have these Zoom meetings and calls, and it's like, okay, I just need a top. All I need is a good top, and at the bottom, I'm not gonna worry about it. But the top, so tops have been selling out like so much. Like
Absolutely.
on the market, the tops have been like doing amazing. So,
And
yeah.
that's really a lot of our focus. You said something that was really interesting, where you said that you feel as if I've done so much. I feel like we're just
Getting
now
started.
beginning. We're just
Really?
starting. Yeah,
Wow.
This past November, uh, everything that we've done with Kreyol has
Mhm.
always been because I want to be able to.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
The mic, they couldn't hear you.
Oh, they can't hear
Oh,
us.
okay.
They
Okay.
can hear just you.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
okay,
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 okay. Got you. All right, can you guys hear us now?
We're good?
Feelings around that, right?
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. But one of the major things for me, I started Kreyol because I really wanted to be able to have some kind of avenue to be able to impact women,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in Haiti, but it has graduated to women all over the world.
Yes.
So people think that Kreyol is a fashion line, but really Kreyol is a social justice line with a fashion component.
Yes, and yes. Okay, and that was going to be my next question. I want you to get more into that and that mission and what you've been working on because it's so amazing. And I'm just like, oh my God, like it's just so impactful and amazing for women and just helping out, women in other areas that aren't, that are kind of less fortunate. I think they maybe bring the mic down in front of your mouth. Thank you,
Is this better?
viewers. You guys are letting us know. um, yeah, so tell us more about that and what you've been doing with that impact. That's been like amazing.
Yeah, we just launched our very first artisan collection this past November, and
Is
we
this part of the art? Okay, guys. So I didn't even because we've been talking and I just like got carried away. This is a piece from the I Am Creole collection.
yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Is this the new? Is this the new line?
This is not the new line.
Okay, but
it is available.
it's available. Yes, and it's so comfy and I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, this is and this is part of what we are doing for the spring summer line, because like you said, everything right now is all about comfort. So like even the
Mhm.
dress that I'm wearing right now, it's a sheer dress that's very comfortable, wrap around, that I can wear for a Zoom call
what I
and
need.
then put on some heels
Yes.
and rock it out.
Yeah, but if you want to put on sneakers or some Converse or something, you can
whatever,
go. Yeah,
whatever.
I
Because
love
like I'm
that.
wearing it with jeans today. I could totally put on some Converse on with this.
Yeah,
and that's
cute.
that.
I love it.
But with the artisan collection, like I said, I feel like we're just getting started because I feel like we're finally getting into the mission,
Mm-hmm.
right? A
Mm-hmm.
couple of years ago, we did a crowdfunding campaign so that we can start doing production in Haiti, and that was really difficult, just because there's so many things that you can't control.
Right, right.
But now, what we are doing is we're utilizing our platform to really serve as a retail platform, right? So we're
Mm-hmm.
still doing the fashion piece, but we're having all types of artisans. So right now we're doing Haiti Design Co. and the Beyond Borders Collective, which do our home goods and our accessories. So my hope
Love
is
that.
we're looking to pick up 10 artisans this year, but
In Haiti?
not
Or
necessarily in Haiti.
okay,
So
okay, okay.
Beyond Borders are not in Haiti; they're in Ecuador.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we're doing artisans from all over the world. The idea is, so think about it this way, right? Like I think that we all have everything we need to
Mhm.
survive, right?
Mhm.
Like we're all already gifted. We already have, our purpose that's
Yeah.
already instilled in us. We just need to figure it out,
Right. Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I find, like as a Haitian immigrant, I find that a lot of women back home, they have the skill. They're really great artisans. Like that's just something that's innate in us.
Yeah.
But they don't have a means to sell. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like they don't
Mhm.
actually. So they can have. Like I remember being in Haiti and like being like 5 o'clock in the morning. People are out there, all their goods. You know what I mean? Whether it's food, whether it's like artisan things or like
Wow.
paintings or clothing,
Yeah.
well made, extremely crafty. But there's, if there's no tourists in the area, if there's no
Right,
people,
right.
if there's no
Yes.
traffic,
Mhm.
you're not selling.
Right.
So really want Kreyol to be that platform where we are always like we're serving as that piece
Mhm.
that allows them to have continuous income that they can actually depend on. In 5 years from now, down the line, we actually want to have an incubator, because that's what I do in my other hat.
Yeah, exactly. Your other
My other hat.
Yeah, 'cause we wear many hats. We wear
Many hats. In my other hat, I work in business development, and so really, I want Kreyol to serve as the economic stabilizer for women.
Yes.
Yeah,
Joelle. Oh my God. Now the collection, you have a collection launching soon. And
yes, I do.
this month. Is it this month or
It
next
is
month?
launching in April.
Okay, in April.
It's launching on Easter.
Oh my God. Can you tell me what that looks like? Because I need to, because well, first of all, I want something from the collection. That's a given. But I want to know what it looks like because, I get really excited about these things. So I just want to know the colors, the silhouettes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I want to know like what they look like. Describe to the people what it's
So
going to look like. Until you get pictures. I don't know if
So-
you've done photo shoots yet or anything. I know you're always doing photo shoots.
I've done one photo shoot. It's the only one that I want to show.
Oh my God. Wow.
Because I really don't want to push out anything until Easter.
Okay.
And just like a little tidbit,
Yeah.
we're
Do some
actually
breaking news here. I want some
I have
breaking
some
news.
breaking news, some
Okay.
breaking news.
Okay, some
And
breaking
actually,
news.
you might be interested in this, Taneshia.
Okay. I'm ready.
We're gonna be doing a Mommy and Me campaign.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Joelle, are you kidding me? That is amazing. Oh, I'm all in for that.
I
I've
know.
always. Oh my God, I love that. And I feel like there's not a lot of mommy and me fashionable things. Like
Right.
I try to look for things on the websites and these different stores and stuff, and it's like not fashionable at all.
Yeah.
They look very frumpy. The patterns are horrible.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm very excited about this.
Well,
Really
what's
excited.
exciting too about, what we've implemented during COVID is so you guys can see that retail is not doing well. Like
No.
fashion is not doing well
Mhm.
post COVID or during COVID.
Right.
And so what we've eliminated is inventory. So if you go on our site right now, we do a custom made to order.
Mhm.
So you can go and choose a garment. You won't see size small, medium, or large, but you'll see custom. And
Mhm.
so we send you an email with a video on how to take your measurements, and you send us in your measurements, and we do it that way. We create a garment according to your size.
I love that.
So like
It's more sustainable too.
it's more
just, like,
exactly.
it's just so much. It's just so much easier. And that was going to be another question I was going to ask you. Like, how have you guys been able to like survive during this pandemic with this fashion brand and like? But you're very innovative, so I know that you're very creative with like how you get the word out and things like that. But I'm just like, as an individual and as a business owner during this pandemic, it has been. I know me as a business owner and a mother and a wife and all these, like, it's just been very hard in a lot of different areas, and having a business is just a completely, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And so the pandemic has been, it's hit hard for so many people.
Mhm.
So like, how have you guys really been able to like pivot and come up with like additional creative ideas on like keeping the brand going and fresh and new?
I think so I went through a number of different stages with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I think when the pandemic first hit, I was literally on Zoom calls. Like there was no end and no beginning to my day. Where it was like I was on Zoom calls from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 p.m., constantly
Oh my
working
God.
on the computer.
Yeah.
It actually I thought that I had COVID in the beginning. So I was
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like when everything first shut down,
When
like,
everything first shut down. So around
really?
this time, well, probably end of March last year.
What?
Yeah, so for 2 months, I was literally by myself in my studio.
Are you serious? Joelle, I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And by like the second month, I was literally going stir crazy.
Yeah. I'm ready to, yeah. I'm
But
so tired of the house.
I'm literally okay. But I will tell you, I am extremely sad and empathetic for people who have lost during this
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yes.
It has been a difficult time. It has also been a transformative time,
Mm-hmm.
a time where we really can take a moment and self-reflect
Yes.
and figure out like what's important to us,
Yeah.
what really matters. And for me, I took a huge step back. I was like, okay, let's
Me
figure
too.
out,
Mhm.
yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I think that oftentimes we get so busy that we're missing it, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we're-
definitely. Like, 'cause the days are just going by so fast,
So
and it's like,
fast.
and then when the pandemic happened, it was like, oh wow, like it's forcing us to like take a
Slow
seat,
down.
like slow down, take a seat. And I feel like that is one good thing that happened during this pandemic is like being able to really spend time with like family and focus on family,
Yes.
your immediate family, because you can't really see anybody, can't see anybody. But just really focusing on that and being able to really appreciate family because there's
Mhm.
so much devastation going on around us,
Mhm.
and it's just like you really just need to focus on that. So it definitely has put a lot of things into perspective for me in that way as
Absolutely.
well. So,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
And for Kreyol, it really kind of put me in the mode of like that's really what caused me to, start this artisan collection, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, Joe, when are you going to start this?
Right, right.
Because it's like we're going about in a roundabout way. I never started Kreyol to be like this amazing fashion designer. I started Kreyol because no, really.
Really?
No, I
That was
never.
always my vision for you.
No.
Like that was my plan
That's
for you.
everybody else's vision. But my only vision, I started Kreyol. Kreyol became a business right after the earthquake in Haiti.
Okay,
Right
yeah.
after the earthquake in Haiti, I was thinking to myself, because I remember sitting there and looking at the TV and thinking, how can I actually make a difference? How can
Mm-hmm.
I do something?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I have fashion. That's what I have,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that's what I'm good at. And so we did fundraiser. We did a fundraiser. Then we raised a little over 10K.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I took it home, when I went home to deliver the funds to a school back there, that's when I was like, okay, it's time. It's time to
Yeah.
really, like start the business and to really start thinking about how I can utilize fashion
Mm-hmm.
to impact,
Right.
women,
Mm-hmm.
to impact women.
Yes.
That has always been like my goal was never to be a huge designer. My goal is to impact women, is to really provide that platform. My mom is the inspiration behind the brand. Okay, so
Yes, I know.
yeah,
Yes.
she's
I
like
love your
she's
mom.
like the complete inspiration behind the brand. So like
Mm-hmm.
when I was born, my mom was 23 years old. She was an engineer, was teaching at the university level. She had
Wow.
a boutique, right?
What?
Yep.
Oh my
Like just
God.
like a badass.
Wow. Savage.
Like
Savage.
legit savage. And we came from very humble beginnings. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where she was given at 16 years old, she was given $500 by her older brother and a passport. And she took that passport and the $500 and started traveling to Panama and buying like merchandise in Panama,
Oh
bringing it back to
wow.
resell. And that's how she
Wow.
started her business.
Oh
And
my goodness.
and so she to me is this story, right?
Yes.
Like the actual image of what it looks like for women to have opportunity.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thing about like not knowing your worth or
Right.
anything like that. It's about having the opportunity
Opportunity,
to
right.
prove yourself. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yes.
And so
Absolutely.
that was what I have always wanted to do, not necessarily becoming.
Well, that was my plan for you. So you're living on
I
my
mean, we
plan.
could do both. We could do
Yeah,
both.
you can do both. You can do both. And you're doing both. You're doing it. You're definitely doing it. But did we ever talk about the looks?
We did it.
Okay. Let's talk about the looks. Because I'm looking at.
So
I'm
we're just
continuously.
talking. We're just talking. We're just
I
talking.
know, but I'm continuously looking at this, and I'm like, I want to know. I want to know what this. Yes.
Yep.
I am so excited for this. You have no idea.
So I'm gonna try to say as much and as little as possible.
Oh God. Okay, you gotta give. Okay, you gave us some breaking news. You did say the mommy and me.
Yup, the mommy and me. And I can give you something else.
Okay,
too.
okay.
So we are going to be the summer spring collection is Sankofa. And do you know what Sankofa
No,
is?
I was about to say.
So Sankofa is a West African symbol. It's a bird that's looking back. I'm actually going to get the tattoo in my.
Oh, really? Okay.
But Sankofa means go back and fetch it. And so what that means is moving towards the future with the fruits of your past. Of just honoring. For me, it means honoring your ancestors. So
Oh wow.
our Sankofa campaign is really about honoring the women who came before us.
Oh my God.
So like our grandmothers, our ancestors,
Yes.
the women who actually paved the way for us.
Wow.
The collection itself is the major colors are navy blue, chartreuse. I knew I knew you would.
I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like
Navy blue, chartreuse, beige, and like a salmon pink. Those are the major colors. Yes.
Oh my God. Guys, yeah, we're definitely gonna have a review. We're gonna have a review because when that collection is done, I'm definitely gonna need to have a review on that because oh my God, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a mixture of dresses, like rompers, or like
It's gonna be we're doing everything right now as
one
it
size
pertains.
fits all.
Well, not necessarily. We're doing some stuff that's one size fits all because
Mhm.
you see, like, if you go on our site right now, we have like the tunics. Those are one
Yeah.
size fits all.
Mhm.
And something like this wraparound
Yes,
dress,
that's
this is the
definitely,
one
and this
size
is
fits
too.
all. Exactly.
Yeah, this is definitely, yeah.
So we're trying to do things that are easier to sell online because we haven't done any pop up shops, but we are looking to do some exclusive pop up shops for the summer.
Oh, you are okay.
Yeah, just like very
Little
socially
right,
distanced.
right. Trying to figure out how that. Yeah.
For
Oh my
sure, for
God.
sure. But a lot of the things that we're doing it's actually really different than what we've done in the past because
Yeah.
we're really I did some market research in the beginning of January, just trying to find out what some of our past customers what they want.
Mhm.
And so we're really geared towards that, geared towards comfort,
Oh my
but
God. Yes.
still having style.
Yes.
So
And especially the mommy in me, I was gonna say, like, obviously being a mom with children, it's like you're never really able to look nice like that. Like,
that
I
is
mean,
not true.
I
You
mean,
always look fly, Tanisha.
really, you think so?
Always.
I don't know. I mean, I guess sometimes, but
Every
I don't know. I just
time.
feel like
Every time.
no, I just really feel like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like, I just wish, especially now, I'm like, I just want to get dressed up. I just want to go somewhere. I just want to do something. But I feel like I said before, the mommy and me stuff typically isn't as fashionable or things like that I like to wear. So I'm so excited to do that. And I would love to do a photo shoot in it too. I'll probably
Let's
get
do
into
it.
a photo shoot. Yeah.
Let's do it. But I think that's
I want to do that.
that's the beauty of Kreyol, because we're not like H&M, right?
Right.
This is not fast fashion.
Right,
y'all.
exactly. Right.
Right.
Yes.
We're not that,
Right.
so we also, like, one of our big business models is that we, besides the stuff that you see online, we custom, so we're always like getting people are always contacting us to do one-offs for them, something that's very unique, something that's specific to them. So we do consultations where we talk about all the colors you love,
Yes.
what you like about your body, what you don't, and then we design something specifically for you. So
Oh my God. And we still haven't eaten the donuts.
we gonna eat the donuts though. We're not eating the donuts right now because we don't want anything in our teeth and we want to look cute. But
Exactly,
we gonna eat
right.
the
But
donuts.
we're definitely eating the donuts. Especially if you know me, you know I love donuts. And I see that there's some questions and like some people that are in the chat. We kind of have a little bit further away, guys, because we wanted to make sure you're seeing both of us very clearly. But I wanted to do a little fashion quiz.
A fashion quiz.
Yeah, and I wanted to see if Joelle knows some little famous quotes and just different things in fashion.
I don't know anything.
That I want to. Yeah, you do.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
you do. Let's see. Okay, so this is my little fashion quiz within 30 seconds. So you have to answer these. I should make you do it with a donut in your mouth, but I'm not. But so
That
you're
would
just
be
gonna
funny.
answer. No. Joelle, can you do it? Please do it with the donut in your mouth.
With the donut in my
Yeah,
mouth?
can I
Are you
please?
serious?
Please, I'll do it with you. Okay.
The whole donut? Can I take a bite?
No, the whole donut.
I can't talk with a donut in my mouth, Tanisha.
Yes, you can. Yes, that's the whole point. Yes, fashion quiz. So it's gonna be 30 seconds. So I'm the timer. Yep, I'm gonna set the timer. So first, oh God. Okay.
I already have it in my mouth.
This is a lot. Okay. Which designer has a famous quote? A lady should be two things: classy and fashionable.
Coco Chanel.
Oh, but you do know it. You do know that.
I mean, who doesn't know that?
Okay, another one. Which designer is famous for the wrap dress?
You know what? This is actually a tricky one
Mm-hmm.
because everybody thinks it's Diane von Furstenberg. I ate the donut. Okay, it
You
was
did
good,
it?
so I ate it.
This is so good. Oh my God.
It spits down my throat. Everybody thinks it's Diane von Furstenberg, but it's actually I can't remember this woman's last name, but her first name is
Really?
Elsa Schiaparelli, something like that.
Really?
But she's actually the one who came up with the wrap dress.
How far back was that though? Was that before DVF?
Yeah, because she was
Oh,
DVF.
really?
DVF was in like the 70s. We're talking about like the 1930s.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you just because it was DVF that I was talking about, but that's good to know. That's good history. I like that you tell me you don't know nothing. I can't. Okay, and the next one is probably past 30 minutes now, 30 seconds, it doesn't matter.
Way past.
This is my show. Okay, so so in 2000 at the Grammy Awards, Jennifer Lopez wore a sheer green dress. What iconic designer designed that dress?
Versace. Versace.
That was probably too easy because everybody knows that dress was like breaking the internet. So
I want to wear that dress.
Yeah,
I want to wear that dress.
God.
I actually, I turned 40 this year. That I actually need to wear that dress before the year.
You do, because Joelle, I always tell you anyway, like her body, okay?
Wow, Taneshia.
is so smoking, like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, what do you do? Do you work, like, what do you do? Because your body is just like amazing. No, it really is. It's gorgeous. Have you ever done a photo shoot with just you? Like,
no, I don't like
you need
being,
to do
I do
that.
not like being in front of the camera at all. At all.
I
It's not a
know,
thing I
Joelle,
like
but you
at all.
really should. Now that you're turning 40 and stuff like that, I feel like because you look amazing. You know, black don't crack, but you look amazing.
Thank you.
You really do. You should do it. You should do a photo shoot.
I've been wanting to do a photo shoot nude. So
Yes,
we'll
that's what I'm
see.
talking. Yeah, like
We'll
something
see.
sexy. Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, guys.
Exactly right. You heard it here first. And Joelle, tell people where to get your clothing, the launch, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Like your website, Instagram, all that stuff. Where to find it?
Sure. So you can find us. Our website is IamKreyol, IamKreyol.com. We will launch our spring summer that will launch in on Easter, which will start with our Mommy and Me campaign through Mother's Day. And we will also the Sankofa line will also be in partnership with for Mental Health Awareness Month from May.
Oh my
we're
God.
gonna be working with InnoPsych. So that's very, very
I
exciting.
know nothing about that. What's InnoPsych? What's that? What is that? Is that like a
So Dr. Charmaine, I can't remember Charmaine's last name. Sorry,
fine.
Charmaine, if you're if
I'm
you're
sorry.
watching.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy. I just like to know, like.
But her site is basically a platform where you can find a therapist, a mental health
Is
mental
she
health
located in
professional.
Boston?
She is local.
She is.
She is local. She is amazing.
What's the name of it again?
InnoPsych.
InnoPsych.
InnoPsych. Mhm.
With a P.
Yeah.
InnoPsych. I know so many people that really have been struggling with that.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
And I'm a huge advocate, for anything wellness, mental health awareness.
Yes.
So we're excited to do that partnership as well.
That is
Yeah.
amazing, Joelle. Oh my God.
Oh, so we're saying where to get in contact. So that was the website, and then Instagram, Twitter, everything, all of the above is at IamKreyol, IamKreyol.
Joelle, thank you so much
For sure.
for like letting me interview you and just letting me honor you on today, because like you have been a very, very inspirational person in my life, personally and business wise. And this was just, and I just wanted an excuse to like see you too. But like this has just really, really been just an amazing journey with us as friends and everything. And I just appreciate you so much.
Same.
And we're finally getting a chance to have our tea, not
And
crumpets, but donuts.
What I'm calling it crumpet.
Right. It's gonna It's crumpets. It's crumpets. It's definitely crumpets. So I don't know if anyone had any questions or anything like that, but you guys can definitely weigh in, and you guys can go on our Critique Podcast Instagram at Critique Pod, and you can ask some questions. You can when we're actually going to be posting some things about Joelle's line. I know today she didn't want to give too much. She didn't want to spill the tea, but I'm trying to spill the tea. But she didn't want to spill it all the way. But we're definitely going to be doing a review of this collection. So you guys definitely look out for that, and definitely go on our Instagram, message us if you need to find out any other information about I Am Kreyol. Definitely reach out. And thank you guys for tuning in.
I just wanted to say one last thing.
Yes.
Because we are live from the vault. I don't know if you guys can see this. We're actually live in a bank vault.
Baby.
Okay.
Yes, the vault. Yes, this is so hot. It's so nice.
And it's being sponsored by the Fairmount Innovation Lab. And for you guys who
Yes.
don't know what the Fairmount Innovation Lab, if you are in Boston, if you are in the Dorchester area, the Fairmount Innovation Lab is a co-working space out of a bank, right?
Yes.
And also an incubator. So we work with small businesses and artists, and really help in developing their platform, developing their businesses overall. So definitely check out the Fairmount Innovation Lab.
Yes, absolutely. Fairmount Innovation Lab. And they're on Facebook, Instagram, all
Yes,
that, Fairmount
all of that.
Innovation Lab. If
Yeah.
you guys need any support, I know there's a lot of small businesses right now and individuals that need lots of resources and support right
Exactly.
now. So definitely feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me directly as well, and I can put you in contact, or you can reach out to Joelle.
Absolutely,
well.
absolutely. They're doing a lot of online programming right now during this time. So definitely reach out.
All right.
Thank you for having me, Tanisha.
Of course. No, thank you. This was so much fun. This was so much fun. And I just wanted to just get with you. So I just, but we're going to have our after show because we're eating
Yes,
our
we
donuts.
are.
But you guys have a great day. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you.
Bye, guys.